New Jersey Republican Governor Chris Christie turned down an invitation to address a conservative Christian group over the weekend. Instead, he attended a conference hosted by former President Bill Clinton.
I want to invite to the stage a man whose reputation I have virtually ruined more than once. They'll show pictures of him talking to me, and maybe he can get elected in New Jersey, but everybody else will say, oh my God, he's consorting with a leper.
Our political director, John Dickerson, is with us from Washington. John, good morning. So
good morning, Nora.
Is there some truth to what the former president said? I mean, what do conservatives think about Chris Christie snubbing them to hang out with Bill Clinton?
Well, there is some truth to it. Of course, Chris Christie is focused mostly on getting reelected in this year in a Democratic state. So it's good for him to be seen with President Clinton and to look like, he's running as a pragmatic guy who's not a partisan. So for his immediate goals, this was great. And you can imagine the invitation read, remember, he was there to talk about how effective he's been. So the invitation could have read, come and tell us how wonderful you are, yes, which is hard for any politician to turn down. But conservatives don't like it because they think he's thumbing his nose at them. But that election's a long way off if he decides to run for president.
So what came out of the conservatives conference?
Well, conservatives are having a conversation about, all Republicans are trying to figure out, as parties out of power are, what to do about the future. Do they need to get more conservative or do they need to broaden the party? And Chris Christie is running as this effective governor, or thinking about running, I should say. And the conservatives in Washington at the Faith and Freedom Conference are talking about fundamental core values, principles that you need to hold on to attract people to you. Don't change those principles. And that's the clash we will see over the next few years, both in the 2014 elections and in 2016.
Let's talk about Jeb Bush, who is someone who's at the top of the list for many Republicans, so they hope to run for president. He spoke at this conservative event and said, quote, immigrants are more fertile and they love families and they have more intact families and they bring a younger population. Immigrants create an engine of economic prosperity. He has been in favor of some sort of immigration reform. What have we learned about what he thinks about 2016?
Well, that we're using the word fertile there got him in. They got a little bit of grief. Sarah Palin tweaked him a little bit for using that. On the facts, he was right. Foreign-born women have the birth rate is higher. The word fertile got him a little difficulty. What I know from talking to people who've talked to him about 2016 is that he's thinking about it, but this kind of moment where he gets tweaked for a improper word choice is the kind of irritating part of running that he hates. So he's thinking about it, but there are a lot of hurdles for him, a lot of them internal.
John Dickerson, good to see you. Thank you.